So yeah, this is the setup. You should go overheal. I accidentally went try. It's really bad. So my bad for that. You should always go overheal. But yeah, you want to go fleet. This is the only matchup I go fleet versus Zed with shield bash and bone plating. It's the most defensive with exhaust. So yeah, call me a bitch, but this is the hardest matchup for Yone in the game. So it just makes the laning phase really hard, and yeah, makes it playable. So I will show you how to do the hardest Yone matchup in the world. Oh, you were there? Yeah, it was interesting. Oh, I mean, I guess Renekton is technically harder, but I mean, Zed, Renekton's not that bad if you can get through the early game, but I mean, Zed is just annoying. I hate Zed. Most annoying champion in the game. Bro, what? Like, what is... This guy is a human. Well, first you just get your Pantheon to do that, I suppose. Makes the matchup a lot easier. I mean, this matchup isn't even bad early game anyway, so it's like the later part, the later stages of the matchup. Like, you're not supposed to lose early game against Zed, because Zed is like really bad early. It's like he's like the equivalent of Zed early game. So. Step 1, get your path to fucking headshot the enemy mid laner. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter about the early game because you're not supposed to lose early game anyway. It's like after 6. But these runes just make it so at level 6 you don't get fucking one shot, so. Dude, I need to turn a light on. It's too dark in here. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry. Quick phone call. Just poke him as much as you can with WQ. My shield bash has not done anything so far. Or you're supposed to have overheal for this reason, but you know how it is. Diving him? You have Ignite on Kha'Zix jungle. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's good. He is back. I'm not gonna do any damage to the tower if I hit it anyway. I mean, since I'm ahead, I should do this, but I'm just gonna be realistic. This is a really hard matchup, so honestly, this is gonna look really cringe, but this is what I recommend in a Zed matchup. Double Doran's cloth armor, and then you build into... Like, this is gonna stall your... it's gonna stall your fucking items so hard, but I swear, you need to be super tanky against Zed. I think it's worth it. I think it's honestly worth it. Especially since they're double AD. Like, you're just so tanky, they can't kill me anymore. Which all I need to do is survive. I think sacking your mythic early, just so like you can't die in the early game, is just actually worth it. Especially against Zed. Like, if Zed does not get kills against you and you just farm, you're gonna win really hard. Like, there's no way you can lose lane if you're going double Doran's fleet cloth armor. He will, and bone plating and shield, like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this matchup is so impossible that it's actually worth doing this. Especially for people who struggle against this matchup really hard, which I know a lot of YONE mains do. Especially me. But obviously this game has been quite the team death, so it's not the best game to show off this matchup, but I'm just gonna do what I usually do anyway in this matchup, so make it realistic. I mean, I guess you could just die him, to be honest. Well, he's 6. The Pantheon's level 3. Look at that, he did no damage. Although I'm pretty sure he missed one of those Qs, but I just have bone plating, cloth armor, double door. He doesn't do damage. It's so worth it. But obviously you would only do this if you're even. If you're ahead, you don't have to do all of this. Like, I was ahead, I didn't have to do this, but just if you're even. And if you struggle against this matchup. If you're not struggling against this matchup, you don't have to do this. But this is for people who just want to just AFK every time they verse ZED as YONE. A lot of people do. It's one of probably his worst matchup besides Renekton. It's like ZED, Renekton, Akali are the worst, I think. I can get one more plate. It's kind of greedy because now my back's kind of sucky. Yo, I got stuck. No! Dude, he hit bush. Look at this. Bone plating is so OP against ZED. Like, he literally has to land a Q before he's allowed to use his W combo on you. Which is just so good, actually. It's actually so good. It's kind of greedy to go for that play, but I mean, not really. It's fine. Maybe we could have skipped boots. Honestly, if you're gonna go like this setup, maybe just skip your boots and just go for a straight shield buff. Unless that feels too clunky to you, which it's probably gonna feel pretty clunky. Lose 20% attack speed. It's just like if you're going double Doran's cloth armor and Berserker Greaves, you're not gonna get your shield buff for so long, which kind of blows. Also, if they had an AP jungle, don't get the cloth armor. Just go double Dorans and that's it. I'm only doing it because it gives me so much value for having the cloth armor. Like, they're like all AD, so well, mid jungle AD. You just get so much value from it. Alright, I'm waiting. I was pinged for this. Nice. I didn't get either of the kills though, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend what's it called? I wouldn't recommend skipping Berserker Greaves. You probably just go Berserker Greaves. And getting your Shobo late shouldn't really matter because you're still getting so much value from these 3 items from being this tanky. But if they had a ZED, like let's say they had a, oh my god, do you see how much damage he did even through all of that? Imagine if you didn't go cloth armor. That champ does so much damage. He has nothing right now. Should be fine. Just impossible to die. I just feel like if you don't have all of this, he can still kill you. So as long as you just like cover everything, you just this setup just makes this matchup really playable. Also, I would do this setup against Akali too. Like the fleet, I only go fleet against Zed and Akali. That's about it. I think they're really good against those two chips. I mean, may as well just rush this now. It's fine. Zed is having fun this game. Yeah, I mean, we bullied him really hard. There was a team gap, and the matchup was still kind of difficult. And like, he almost killed me there through exhaust, all of this. So that should say something. If the game was even, I didn't have all this, I would just die really easily. So that's why this setup's really good against Zed and Akali. But I ban Akali every game, so you will not be seeing that matchup like ever until I unban that champion. Because that champ is very toxic, he claims. Well, I think he has given up. Yeah, even though this game was like really one-sided, I'm still gonna put it out there just to, like, tell people what to build and like what the setup is for Zed. Also, this should be overheal. The overheal shield is gonna help you even more. But yeah, if you just think about it, it should make sense. It should make a lot of sense. If you're playing against Zed, as long as you're not dying to him, he's not snowballing, you're just gonna win. Like, you're gonna outscale him, you're gonna be way more useful than him. So that's why this is all needed. So just shield bash for extra armor. Oh, shit. No way I lose this. Oh shit, actually no. Okay, I shouldn't have went for that. That's my bad. Oh my god. Nice. I don't know why I flashed. I should have just taken the one kill and got out. I forgot I don't really have very much consistent damage, which is why I usually like Conqueror.
An enemy has been slain.
And I didn't have Berserker Greaves. Dude, I hate not having Conqueror, but like, against Zed, you kinda have to. Like, you kinda have to have fleets. So the matchup's really bad. We're just gonna get bored. Wait, how does that even die? I didn't even watch. But yeah, so you want Exhaust. Either double Dorans and Cloth Armor. If they have Zed plus Karthus, then you'd want just double Dorans and not get a Cloth Armor because it's not worth it. Just, yeah, just whatever. Just stick with double Dorans. Rush Berserker Greaves, I should have done that. It's really greedy not to get because you have no attack speed. And go Fleet. Overheal. The Overheal shield's gonna add up to extra armor from Shield Bash. Oh my god, I have to and bone plating, so he has to land a Q before he can W you. And I think we have broken his spirit. But yeah, just think about Shield Bash as like, basically, if he doesn't proc Shield Bash, he can never use W. Like, he still can, but if he does, it's not gonna do any damage. So that's why Shield Bash is really good against that. It's like, if you're dodging all of his Qs, he can never W, or it's gonna do no damage. Oh, I got him! Nice.
Walk both realms.
But yeah, I hope I conveyed all that because I talked a lot, and hopefully that was not gibberish. But I hope I got everything across in this matchup, and why I go all of this. And the rest of the build after Shield Bow is just stick onto the Cloth Armor if you bought it. You got your IE second. And yeah, after IE, you probably want to finish your armor item. After the crit cloak. If you go Shield Bow, IE, crit cloak, and then after you get 100% crit, you turn this into probably GA. And yeah, that is how you take care of this Zed matchup, the hardest matchup for Yone in the game.